What is going on, everybody? So you guys hear the truck running in the background. Hopefully you guys can hear me pretty good, but we are already jumping in to doing something not huge, but it's gonna make a difference. So today we are installing a muffler delete. So you can't have a truck and it be quiet. Now 7.3s are naturally loud. These are very loud trucks, motor-wise, but exhaust-wise, my own stock, they make a lot of noise. And this being an early 99 model, this does have a resonator cat and a muffler. So today we're gonna be deleting the muffler. In the future I will be deleting that resonator cat as well for a complete straight pipe. Now these trucks from factory have a 3-inch downpipe and 3.5-inch exhaust pipe all the way through. So I'll have a link for that down in the description. Now this does not come with any exhaust clamps. So what I'm gonna be doing is welding it in, because I could go buy an exhaust clamp, which while I'm out tonight, I might check like AutoZone or something and see what they have. But I'm probably just gonna end up welding it on. I mean, then I know for sure it's not gonna have an exhaust leak. So we're gonna get some sound clips for you guys right here, so you guys know what the truck sounds like besides this annoying belt squeal. And I replace a tensioner pulley on the truck. Until then, it's gonna keep having this belt squeal. But let's get some revs, let's get a couple drive-bys, and then we're gonna cut this muffler off. Alright, so you guys have heard what it sounds like now. I mean, honestly, it still sounds good, even with the stock exhaust in my opinion. Most definitely in the neighborhood where it can all bounce off the houses and everything, it still sounds pretty good. But I mean, it's still not loud enough. I mean, you can't have a truck with mods and everything done to it, have stock exhaust. I mean, am I right? So, we're going to get our Sawzall, we're going to get there, and we're going to chop the muffler off, and then put our new pipe in. Depending on fitment, I'll weld it. If it looks like I can get away with putting an exhaust lamp on it, I'll do that. Let me show you guys something real quick. Underneath the truck, we have this hanger right here. So I'm gonna try and cut it on this side of the hanger, cut it right here, so we can keep our hanger on there. So I'm gonna try and cut it as close to the exhaust as I can, and then we'll have to come back on this side and just chop it off wherever we can. I'm gonna just try and cut it as close to the muffler as possible. That way I save as much piping as possible. All right, muffler is out. I actually had to cut the hanger off because for whatever reason, I believe this is 4-inch and the exhaust pipe size is 3.5-inch. So this literally is sliding over, and this is supposed to be the side that goes in, because you can tell the end is smaller than that. So that I would guess that this would slide into the pipe, but this is actually sliding over it. So I had to cut the hanger off. But there's a hanger at the very rear back here, and there's a hanger about another foot up. So we should be perfectly fine. But I am not going to weld this on since it goes up over top of it. I thought it was going inside of it, and I didn't want to try and clamp down stock exhaust pipe. But since we're going to be clamping this down, I'm going to run to AutoZone and see if they have some 3.5-inch exhaust clamps and get this put back on. But it's dumped right in front of the leaf spring perch in there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but that's where it's dumped. So I'm gonna make a quick run up there and grab an exhaust lamp and come back. But man, I must say, that whooped my butt. My Sawzall blade is just like this close to not being enough It's just barely sticking out in the very end that if you get uneven at all, it catches and bends the blade. I ruined my first blade. I had one blade left, so I had to make it work. But I will be right back, and hopefully when I get back, the exhaust pipe is on, and we can go do some driving clips for you guys. All right, guys, next morning. So I ended up going to O'Reilly's to get an exhaust clamp yesterday to try and clamp the front and rear, like I told you guys about with the exhaust pipe. But O'Reilly's only had 3-inch and 4-inch. They didn't have 3.5-inch, so I bought a 4-inch to see if it would work. And I mean, it's that much too big on the sides, so it's not gonna properly clamp it. So we're resorting back to what we were doing before, and we're gonna weld it. I'm gonna weld this piece on first, weld it up to the front, make sure it's all secure and everything. Then we will slide this piece on, put our hanger back in back here, make sure everything's straight. If I have to put a jack stand on the very back to hold it up, I'll do that. And then we're gonna run a weld all the way around both of them, make sure it's all sealed up. We're not gonna have any exhaust leaks, and we should be set. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna knock that out. I would put the camera up underneath there, but you guys can't really see much of anything. So gonna do what we can do, I guess. Real quick before I forget, guys, if you're gonna be welding something on your vehicle, always disconnect your batteries. Got both positive cables off, both batteries. You never wanna weld on a vehicle with your battery connected, because you're gonna be putting electric current and everything through your ground on the truck, and then arcing when you're welding, you blow fuses, anything like that. So it's always smart to disconnect your battery so there's no power going through the truck. Just a little tip. All right, after a good, I'd say an hour-long fight and a shit ton of burns on my right arm, I finally have it welded. The front was easy. The front welds look fantastic. I did great on the front. Let me show you. See, now those, they're not perfect, but they're great for laying on the ground underneath the truck welding. The rear is a different story. So if you look right here, not pretty at all, but it doesn't leak. There's a hand size gap right here to get in. You can lay right here, but the axle and the shock mount are in the way. You can lay back here, exhaust pipe and tires in the way. And that side, the fuel tank and the shock mount are in the way. So really the only place you have is flat on the ground or to blindly weld that. So I stuck my arm in there and blindly welded it. And I laid down underneath the exhaust pipe on this backside, and I just tried doing spot welds all the way through. First time I started, I did have an exhaust leak in about 1 inch of the area. Went back through, re-welded that. I no longer have an exhaust leak. I am going to get some exhaust tape from O'Reilly's and wrap it around it just to be safe. That way if there's a little pinhole leak somewhere, it'll stop it. But besides that, it's all set, and she sounds good. So I'm gonna give you guys a little rev real quick, and then we'll go to drive it, and we'll get some in-cab sound clips, see if there's any droning like that. I know there's not going to be. We still have the resistor cat on here, and we'll go get some sound clips for you guys. Sounds amazing. Sounds 100 times better than what it did. And I know there's gonna be someone in the comments, so I'm gonna say it now. I am fixing the tensioner pulley, okay? I don't just have it already. I tried spraying some WD-40 on it, hoping like maybe there's a little bound up or anything. That's why I was making the squeaking noise. But I am gonna replace the tensioner pulley. I know there's gonna be someone in the comments that's like, why are you modifying this truck when it squeaks like that? Replace the tensioner pulley. It's getting replaced. I know there's gonna be someone down there that says it, so I'm gonna say it now. But I'm gonna clean all my crap up. We'll go for a test ride. All right, so we're gonna go windows cracked through the neighborhood so you guys can get a better sound for it. Oh, so much more whistle. Oh, that is so much nicer. so much more whistle. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get that resonator cat deleted. I'm running to Home Depot right now. I didn't know Home Depot sold a lot of automotive stuff, but I was on Google last night and apparently they sell 3.5-inch flex pipe. So I'm about to run up there and see if that's true, because if that's true, we'll be deleting that cat in a video very, very soon. Hands down, if you're buying a 7.3, guys, delete the muffler, hands down. If you have a newer 7.3, odds are you probably don't have a resonator cat, so if you delete the muffler, you'll have a straight pipe. So, hands down, delete the muffler. See if I can get away from some of these cars so I can actually get on it and hear what it sounds like. Oh yeah, she's breathing a lot better. Now I just need to get a tune on this truck. But I think I mentioned it in a video before or earlier in this video. I am planning on getting the Hydra tuner with, I'm gonna do the stock tunes for now because the truck's bone stock, but once I do modifications to it, I'm probably gonna go through 1023 or Jelly Built to get some custom tunes done. So like once I do injectors or up pipes or any type of engine modification, I can get custom tunes made for it. But since the truck's stock, I'm just gonna go with the stock tunes for now. I mean, that makes the most sense. But I'm gonna go run up to this back road and get some clips for you guys of the truck. Alright, so we're in a undisclosed location in Mexico, and I'm gonna give you guys a couple hits. We're gonna do a slow roll like you're normally taking off, and then I'll come back and we'll do a hard takeoff so you guys can hear the difference. So, what do you guys think? Does she sound good? She's starting to look a lot better. We got the tin off. Now we got it straight pipe. We just did a muffler delete. We still have that resonator cat. I'm gonna walk to the back of it so you guys don't hear the squealing so much. But I think it sounds so much better. There's no drone at all in the cab. We were able to get the exhaust pipe back to its stock location. I am gonna get a tip for it to try and resonate that sound just a little bit better. Because if we have 3.5-inch pipe all the way back, should still sound pretty good with like a 6-inch tip on it. So that's what I'm going to try and do for you guys. But I am about to head to Home Depot and check and see if they have some flex pipe. If they do, you guys will see that in a video here soon. If not, we're still going to be deleting the resonator cat, so it just might be a couple weeks from now or whatever, but we are getting there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If this is your first time here, please either go down and click the subscribe button or just check out my channel. There's probably some other videos there that you might like. We're building the 7.3 on the channel. It's gonna be my third video of it, and I've only had it for 4 days now, so hopefully you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. I absolutely love this truck. I'm having a blast with it, and hopefully you guys love it too. I can't wait to see where this truck goes. My window tint should be here sometime later this week, so we can get rid of the whole fishbowl, and then we'll be getting some mirrors on it, and that might be the set for a little while, since we got some good tires on these wheels. I'm not the biggest fan of the way it looks, but that's not my priority right now. I want to get this thing running good, sounding good, driving good. Rims and tires aren't too high up on my bucket list right now. So, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. While you're down there in the comments letting me know what you guys want to see done to this truck, why don't you drop a like on this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!